Good evening, friends and family. Welcome to the 88th Commencement Exercises of Life Chiropractic College West. The ceremony is about to begin. If everybody would please remain seated, but also silence your phones for the proceeding. My name is Dr. Scott Donaldson, and I'm the Vice President of Clinical Strategies. I would like to thank everyone for joining us this historic day. As the procession begins, please again remain seated. First, let us offer a warm welcome to the pillars of this institution, led by our president, Dr. Peter Kevorkian. Next, please welcome the Board of Regents, Dr. Cameron Hastings, Dr. Stephen Silk, among members of the Cabinet, Executive Cabinet. Our esteemed faculty, led by Dr. Sergio Fernando. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. It is with so much pride and honor we cheer, we offer applause, and we welcome the candidates for the degree Doctor of Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stephen Edwards and Dr. Robert Logan. Candidates. Thank you for accommodating. Ladies and gentlemen, please behold the flag bearers and please stand while they come in. Please welcome Reagan Morris, quarter 14 student, for the singing of the national anthem. If you choose to, this would be a time to remove your hat as a sign of respect. Reagan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Whoa, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It is my honor to invite Dr. Catherine Koish forward to deliver the invocation.
As we gather to honor these graduates, let us pause for a moment and give reverence according to our individual beliefs. We do this with respect for the essential unity of all humanity. We give thanks for this special day as we gather together to celebrate the perseverance and achievements of our graduates. We give thanks for their opportunity to learn and grow throughout this rigorous and challenging program. May their wisdom increase with experience as they go forth into the world and discover how profoundly they are needed. May they serve their community with joy, grace, and love. May their lives be of use to humanity, and may their talents and intelligence help heal the world. May it be so.
It is my great honor to introduce the fourth president of Life Chiropractic College West, Dr. Peter Kevorkian. And by the way, you may all be seated. Thank you. Dr. Peter Kevorkian was appointed the fourth president of Life Chiropractic College West on July 1st, 2025. Before stepping into I can say this word, academic leadership, Dr. Peter spent over 40 years in private practice with his wife and partner, Dr. Patricia A. Pat. Thank you, Dr. Pat. Patricia Giuliano. That one. They have the toughest names in the world to say. In Westford, Massachusetts. Together they created a renowned family practice that is widely considered a model for excellence in family chiropractic care. Their own family story, including the home water births of their children, Katie and Christopher, embodies their commitment to vitalistic living from birth onward. Dr. Peter is a global voice known for his passionate teaching on wellness and vitality, personal transformation, possibility thinking, chiropractic philosophy, pediatric care, and the power of family care. He has served as president and board of the International Chiropractic Association, and he was formerly chairman of the Board of Trustees at Sherman College of Chiropractic. He also served on the board of the Massachusetts Chiropractic Society, and with Dr. Patty, co-founded and led Massachusetts Alliance for Chiropractic Philosophy for over 3 decades. In 1982 Palmer graduate of College of Chiropractic, Dr. Peter has been honored as a fellow of the International Chiropractic Association and the College of Straight Chiropractic, and he has received numerous awards and distinctions from organizations around the world. Dr. Peter. It ends there. Come on. I have to say, without reading, it is an honor and pleasure to work with this man. He's an amazing, amazing human being and a chiropractor. Thank you.
Wow. You know the feeling that you have when something happens that you don't expect to have happen, and it's like overwhelms you with this neurohormonal rush, and you get that feeling of, wow. The look in a child's eye when they get the present that they always wanted during the holidays. You know, all know what I'm talking about? Are any of you feeling that today? I want you all to feel that feeling of, wow! Come on, 1, 2, 3. Wow! Yeah, that's better. It's my honor to introduce you to the salutatorians for the fall 2025 and the winter 2026 classes. The salutatorian is a student who has the second highest cumulative grade point average. Each cohort represented at each cohort represented at the commencement. The fall 2025 salutatorian is Sunny Chim. The winter 2026 salutatorian is Alexis English. I would like to now present our valedictorians, who are the students with the highest cumulative grade point average in their respective classes. From the fall 2025 class, the valedictorian is Andrew Capuso.
Wow. Damn. Hello, my name is Andrew Kapukau. Good evening, faculty, family, friends, and my fellow graduates. We made it. I want to say a big congratulations to us who survived this emotional roller coaster that school has put us through. Quarter one, just straddling that leg, looking for that last movable segment. Absorbing that beautiful smell of formaldehyde in the cadaver labs. Just thinking to ourselves, is it Tom, Dick, and Harry this way, or Tom, Dick, and Harry that way? All the way to now, finishing up exams, finishing up in clinic, taking boards, and finding out what a regalia is. All of this is big accomplishments. Today, we finally stand at the finish line, or maybe more accurately, the starting line of work we're always meant to do. When we first began this journey, we walked in with excitement, confidence, asymptomatic spines. But somewhere between our lectures and our hard setups, we learned something important. Healing takes more than knowledge. It takes heart, it takes patience, and it takes a kind of love that chooses to show up every day, even when you feel empty. Throughout this program, we learned to look at each patient as more than just their injuries. I'm sure many of us had moments where patients shared something heavy, cried on the table, or something just as simple as say thank you. But they looked at us, they saw us, and they trusted us as their healthcare provider. And in those moments, something in our hearts softened. Because sometimes the adjustment isn't just the real adjustment. Sometimes the healing begins long before your hands ever make contact. It's in the way that you listen, it's in the way that you care, and it's in the way that you show up. To our families, loved ones, or any other support systems that we may have, thank you for being there for us, for believing in us when we doubted ourselves, for loving us so consistently that we always had a place to return to when things got overwhelming, or when we failed the GIGU quiz. Your support was the closest thing to unconditional love that some of us have ever seen. To our professors, faculty, and staff members, thank you for guiding us with knowledge, sometimes with humor, sometimes with wisdom, and a whole lot of patience. You shaped us not just into doctors, but into better humans, so I thank you. Now my classmates, my guys, thank you for adopting my Canadian language, saying washroom instead of bathroom, calling exams baby food when it was easy, saying top left if we said something that we truly meant. We have celebrated together, we've broken down together, crashed out together. We crashed out at each other. But in those times, we always found a way to be reminded that there's a light that shows up even in our darkest moments. You sharpened me, you lifted me, you woke me up in Rad 3, and ultimately, you made me better. So I love you guys. And last but not least, I originally came into this country as a foreigner, trying to build a better life for myself. But what I have also gained as of last year was citizenship in the kingdom of God. I want to give all glory and praise to God, who guides us with all knowledge, all wisdom, and a whole lot of patience. I look at him, I see him, and I trust him as my provider. He is the light to any and all of my darknesses. For he first loved us and showed us his perfect and unconditional love. Now we, Life West, can go out there, and just as our mission statement says, give, do, love, and serve our communities. So here's to us, to the hands that will comfort, to the minds that will discern, to the hearts that will continue the work of restoration. May we be people who bring light into spaces we enter, who carry peace into places of pain, and who treat every patient as someone with immeasurable worth. Now, if there's one thing that I want you all to remember as you go out there and serve your communities, is please never ever forget your signs and symptoms of cauda equina. Congratulations, class of 2025. Let's get out of debt.
That was awesome. Absolutely amazing. Thank you. Congratulations, my friend. Wow. From the winter 2026 class, the Victorian is Rachel Murata.
Hello. Hello. Good evening, everyone, faculty, family, friends, my fellow graduates. My name is Rachel Murata, and I have the honor of being the Winter 2026 valedictorian. Thank you. First, I'd like to thank my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, for keeping me grounded throughout the years. I also want to thank my church community, my daily crew, and Dr. Thomas Bloink, who inspired me to come to chiropractic school. And most importantly, I'd like to thank God. My journey through this program would not be the same if it wasn't for your love and constant support. I personally didn't know I wanted to be a chiropractor until I was a sophomore in college. Honestly, I was unsure even at orientation. Nevertheless, it's amazing how things unravel so beautifully in life. I was a dance major in college, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to be dancing professionally in 10 years. So a sprained ankle landed me in a chiropractor's office at 7 a.m. in the morning with a mountain of paperwork on my first day back from winter break, and my mom claiming that he could fix it. My mom had had a life-changing experience with this chiropractor and just knew that he'd be able to help me if she could drag me into his office. And not only was she right, but that appointment changed my life. Not only did he adjust my ankle and all my pain went away, but he showed me how chiropractic heals. I am so grateful that I chose this profession that changes lives. And to my cohort, I admire your dedication and resilience over the last 3.5 years. Each one of us has grown tremendously from our first picture in the parking lot to this very moment in the front seats of this auditorium. And chiropractic school, wow, we sure did go through a lot. 7:30 selfies, countless classes, endless exams, board exams, not to mention literally putting our bodies on the line for the sake of practice. But because of all of it, the good times and the really challenging times, we have grown. Not just into chiropractors, but into people who can show up for someone with compassion, with integrity, and with intention. It's all about intention, as Dr. Edwards always says. We didn't stay the same throughout this program, and we demonstrated true resilience. Many of you uprooted your lives and moved to Hayward or drove absurd commutes every morning. And some of you became moms, and we welcomed newborns into our classes and to our labs. We pushed through, and we survived the tornado, and we survived every adjustment that needed another adjustment to undo the previous one. But by the end of it, we emerged out of the other side as doctors, with knowledge, with degrees, with student loans, but most importantly, degrees, eager to tackle what lies ahead. So for those of you who do not know, our school's motto is give, do, love, serve. Very catchy, very inspirational, very poster-worthy, and definitely all over this campus. But while preparing for this speech, I really reflected upon our school's motto. And to me, it means give. Give your time, your care, your best to your patients. Do your CE credits early. but also do the right thing, do the things that might take sacrifice. Love the profession, love the people, love the purpose, love one another. And serve, because that's the whole point, right? People are stressed and sore and overworked and unable to do what they love to do. They're like little gremlins on their laptops working all the time, right? People need us, so let's serve them. Each of us graduating today are now doctors who can be trusted, valued, and depended on. So let us put our heart and our soul into our duties as doctors of chiropractic so that we can fully give, do, love, and serve. And maybe don't break anything your malpractice insurance won't cover. But I hope that you can all take this time to really soak in and celebrate your remarkable accomplishment. So congratulations, my fellow graduates, and let's celebrate well. Thank you.
It's my honor to introduce our commencement speaker this evening, Dr. Iram Tahir. Dr. Iram is a global speaker, chiropractor, and entrepreneur. She has worked in Spanish Harlem, Pakistan, Madagascar, India, with Syrian refugees to bring chiropractic worldwide. Dr. Tahir owns a multidisciplinary center called High Point Chiropractic Wellness that runs independently and has multiple locations. The practice is one of the busiest in New York and Washington, D.C., and has a focus on prenatal care. She coaches chiropractors to have more freedom in practice and automate systems. A frequent speaker in the chiropractic and medical fields, Dr. Tahir's expertise is in prenatal and postpartum care, business, and practice management. Dr. Tahir was honored as one of the top 100 entrepreneurs under 30 years in the United States by the President of the United States and has been honored at the White House and the United Nations for entrepreneurship in healthcare. Her popular TED Talk has crossed 500,000 views. Dr. Tahir was named top 40 entrepreneurs under 40 as well as Woman of the Year. Please put your hands together and welcome Dr. Iram Tahir to deliver our commencement address.
Good afternoon, Life West family. How are you guys doing? Really? It's graduation. That's how you're doing? How are you doing? Yes! On behalf of all of the graduates and Life Chiropractic College West, I want to begin by thanking the people who made this moment possible. The proud parents, the supportive family members, the faculty, and every single person who stood by these graduates every step of the way. Not only do you now know more about neurology than you ever wanted to, you've also been poked and prodded more times than you can count. And you've had your posture scrutinized from every possible angle. So for all of that, we thank you. Let's give them a round of applause. But what you may not realize is this: by supporting your graduate through this difficult and often arduous journey, you have become an instrument in changing millions of lives tomorrow. Through the power of chiropractic care and the chiropractic adjustment. Your support didn't just help them reach this stage today. It helped shape the doctor they are becoming. A doctor who will heal, uplift, and transform families and communities all over the world. As the developer of chiropractic, Dr. B.J. Palmer once said, "We never know how far-reaching something we may think, say, or do today will affect the lives of millions tomorrow." The vision of Life Chiropractic College West is to bring a brighter future for humanity. As doctors of chiropractic, that future does not arrive all at once. It arrives one person at a time. One nervous mother, one struggling child, one exhausted body that has forgotten what ease really feels like. From this day forward, you are carriers of light. I remember the first day I adjusted my grandmother. She was a strong Kenyan woman, 90 years old, grounded, resilient, vibrant, with perfect eyesight and a near-perfect diet, never having taken any medication in her entire 90 years. And when I adjusted her for the first time, she loved it. And she felt it. After that adjustment, she looked at me and said in Urdu, "Aapke haath mein roshni hai." Your hands have light within them. From that moment on, that is how I saw our work, as carriers of light, illuminating the path for humanity to be brighter. Not light meant to impress, not light meant to be flawless, but light that heals, presence that brings clarity, and a connection that restores life. The values of Life Chiropractic College West are to give, do, serve, love, and serve. I'd like to begin with love. That's where true healing begins. To love your patients, not as cases, but as human beings with stories, fears, and hopes and dreams. To love this profession, even when it asks everything of you. And to love yourself, which is the most important of all. Because your capacity to serve comes directly from your capacity to love yourself. Loving yourself is how you give from abundance instead of lack. This is love expressed through chiropractic. When your heart aligns with your intention, your hands become a conduit. And suddenly the adjustment becomes more than just a mechanical force. It becomes a moment of reconnection for you and for the person on your table. As chiropractors, your hands will carry light into places pain and disease have lived for far too long. There will be days, many of them, when you have to give, when this work asks more of you than you ever expected. To give not because you have to, but because you get to. You will give time. You will give energy. You will give belief when another person cannot find belief within themselves. And you will give more than you ever thought you had to give. But giving does not mean depletion. You don't give from your reserves, you give from your overflow. This is how light is sustained. Not by burning yourself out, but by allowing it to flow through you. To do. To do is where intention becomes embodied. It's the early mornings, it's the late nights, the days when no one applauds, but you still show up. This is the doing. It's not glamorous, and you're not always seen, but it's deeply intentional. And in these moments, your belief will be tested, not your belief in chiropractic, but your belief in yourself. Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape the lives you touch. So protect your mind. Henry Ford once said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are usually right." Choose the perspective and intention you carry into each room with each patient. Every morning, my team and I begin by our day by setting a collective intention of what we choose to create for our patients, for our practice, and for one another. That single practice allows us to create joy, to create peace, to create abundance, to create connection, and ultimately to create a place of healing in our practice. Remember always that our language has power. And when you begin to see the people in your life, your patients, your team, your colleagues, and even your loved ones, as your teachers, as carriers of a mirror, reflecting back to you who you are still becoming, and who you will continue to become until the day you give your last chiropractic adjustment. The people in your life are a mirror, reflecting back to you both your strengths and your weaknesses, your confidence and your insecurities, your hopes and your fears. And when you are willing to look honestly at that reflection, to learn from it rather than resist it, asking yourself, what is this experience teaching me? That is when you will grow faster, lead better, and you will become more successful than you can ever imagine. This is the quiet discipline of our work. This is the doing that turns intention into impact. At its highest level, chiropractic is service. But service does not mean depletion. It does not mean self-abandonment. Most of the most profound moments of my life have come through service. In Jordan, adjusting Syrian refugees who had lost everything after a war, but still carried hope for a bright future. In India, where thousands waited patiently for our team, not because they understood what chiropractic was, but because they felt something powerful before our hands ever touched them. In the orphanages of Madagascar, where I adjusted small, fragile children and watched the light return to their eyes. I am not the healer. I am the instrument. And when you remember that, service becomes a sacred act. Mother Teresa said it simply and powerfully: give your hands to serve and your hearts to love. Light comes from alignment, and it does not dim, it expands. So abundance is the source of light. Everything you offer, your care, your energy, your presence, will always come from a place that you are standing in. So stand in abundance. Abundance is not money, it is not wealth. Abundance is a mindset. Look at nature. How many leaves are on a tree? How many grains of sand are on a beach? How many drops are in an ocean? It's an infinite amount. This is the nature of life, and abundance is everywhere. And in that same way, our nature is to be in abundance. Since we are a part of nature, it is a part of us. I believe that abundance is our birthright, if we choose it and we are aware of it. Life is abundant, innate is abundant. When you practice from abundance, you stop keeping score, you stop shrinking, you stop comparing, you stop questioning whether there will be enough, and success stops being something you chase, and it becomes something that naturally follows into alignment and into the highest level of purpose that your life could ever have. And now, to return. There was a point in my own journey where things got really tough, and I hit rock bottom. In that moment, my mother looked at me and said, "Iram, come home." And I did. Those weeks reignited me because I returned to love, to giving, to doing, to serving, immersed with people who believed in me even when my own belief wavered. So in that way, I want you to remember this. There may come a time when things feel heavy, when clarity fades, when the noise gets too loud. You too can come home. Come home to this moment in this space and time. This feeling of joy, accomplishment, togetherness, and hope, because this moment is always available to you. Come home to Life Chiropractic College West and ask yourself, how can I give? How can I do better? How can I love more? How can I serve? When your mind is clear, your hands follow. When your heart is open, your purpose amplifies. When you remember who you are, chiropractic becomes not just your profession, it becomes your passion and your deepest purpose. So as you walk across the stage today, remember this: to give fully, to do with excellence, to love with intention, to serve openly, and when you forget, to return. Congratulations, doctors. The world is ready for your hands, your heart, and your belief, because when you adjust a person, you release a spark of all that is good and peaceful in this world. Thank you.
Faculty, would you please rise? Life Chiropractic College West faculty members are devoted educators. Day by day, subject by subject, they present necessary academic information and encourage clinical expertise, model professionalism with humor and kindness, and guarantee compliance with the many regulations required of Doctors of Chiropractic. It is my honor and pleasure to ask you in joining me in acknowledging the essential contributions these dedicated teachers have made to the accomplishments of today's graduates. Thank you.
The chiropractic profession attracts individuals with a wide variety of talents. Some of our students are brilliant scientists and incredible academicians. Others show great talent in communicating chiropractic and in building meaningful relationships. Some of our students are natural leaders who are always willing to jump in and participate in projects, while other students focus on adjusting and taking care of patients in the health center. Then there are those students who show an all-around ability to thrive in all these areas. They excel regardless of the challenge put in front of them. Tonight, I would like to recognize an exceptional student from each graduating class who's excelled in each of the following areas: academic performance, leadership and participation, communicating chiropractic philosophy, clinical excellence. To select these Presidential Award recipients, each class first nominated the students from their own cohort that they believe best exemplified these characteristics. Each nominee then underwent a rigorous selection process to determine the final recipient of this prestigious award. Neither of these two recipients has any idea that they've been selected for this prestigious award. Tonight, I'm delighted to present the Presidential Award to the following students. For the Fall 2025 class, the Presidential Award goes to Mariah Kura. For the Winter 2026 class, the Presidential Award goes to Alexis English.
Mr. President, upon the recommendation of the faculty and administration, I hereby present the following 89 worthy candidates for the degree Doctor of Chiropractic.
Okay. I'm sorry, really quickly, over on this side of the building, there's a few cars that are parked near the trucks that apparently are about to be towed. If you parked over there, you may want to go move your vehicle. Sorry about that.
Sarah Jane Reyna, Shafter, California. Logan Reed, Vancouver, Washington. Co-presenting with his father, Dr. Paul Reed, Vancouver, Washington. Anthony Michael De La Cruz Rielin, Union City, California. Akshay Raj, Portland, Oregon. Jalal Hussain, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Nelson Lee Williams, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Riley Jacob, Fremont, California. Preya Jichendra Vyas, Toronto, Canada. Chloe Monday Ross, San Jose, California. Lucas Johansson, Los Angeles, California. Joseph David Soto, Stockton, California. Co-presenting with his father, Dr. Antonio Soto Jr., Stockton, California. Reagan Morris and Dr. Sam, Seattle, Washington. Christopher Mark Kimes, Carmel by the Sea, California. Co-presenting with his father, Dr. Mark Kimes, Carmel by the Sea, California. Austin Bonestock, Missoula, Montana. Libby Barrickman, Temecula, California. Alexis Ray English, North Battleford, Saskatchewan, Canada. Jose Acevedo, Pinole, California. Christopher Michael Armstrong, Los Angeles, California. Jalen Madera Rose and Otis Ray, Lake Tahoe, California. Mariah Christine Sumankora, Hayward, California. Co-presenting with her sister, Dr. Ashley Mitchell, Nashville, Tennessee. Sunny Chim, Kelso, Washington. Rachel Akemi Murata, Sunnyvale, California. So I was saying. Okay. Andrew Kapukau, Brampton, Ontario, Canada. Andriana Winona Liro, St. Joseph, Michigan. Sergio Alejandro Burgueña Garcia, Sinaloa, Mexico. Jeffrey Castleman, Orange County, California. Isaac Cuevas, Downey, California. Co-presenting with his father, Dr. Albert L. Cuevas, Bell Gardens, California. Vishal Singh Dhami, Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. Mark Bernard Formalejo Jr., Hayward, California. Seth Gavin Frankenberger, San Ramon, California. Carlos Mario Gonzalez, Pittsburgh, California. Andrew Kwong, Hayward, California. Quentin Law, Hayward, California. Juan Miguel Larios, Brentwood, California. Eric Vong Lei, San Jose, California. Christian Hutch Limpin Baroga, Hayward, California. JJ Wilfred Mendoza, Milpitas, California. Haley Cruz Ricafort, Fairfield, California. Carlos Padilla, Richmond, California. Diana Giselle Oriana Sanchez, Hayward, California. Kirsten Michelle Noble, University Place, Washington. Nathan Kyle Cresceno Quintana, Roseville, California. Anthony Nicholas Wynn, Oakland, California. Carlos Moreno, Santa Ana, California. Emmanuel Montanez, Los Angeles, California. Jared Mitchell, Oakdale, California. Alan Marino, Salinas, California. Fiel Pangilinan Buencamino Jr., Manila, Philippines. Jordan Borayo, Rancho Cucamonga, California. Co-presenting with his sister, Dr. Hannah Hayes, his cousin, Dr. Hannah Hayes, Lodi, California. John De Dios Salvador, Pittsburgh, California. Nikki Samadian, Walnut Creek, California. Molly Yasmeri Shamia, Los Angeles, California. Leilani Ann Wagner, Alameda, California. Co-presenting with her cousin, Dr. Claudia Catalan, San Leandro, California. Erin Dallas Wood, Curtis, Ontario, Canada. Andre Abarrientos, Las Vegas, Nevada. Isabel Abrams, Sydney, Australia. Candace Agassi, Turlock, California. Zachariah Albakai, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, by way of Palestine and Lebanon. David Alfaro Perez, Lodi, California. Veronica Kamal Andraus Edgecombe, Westchester, Pennsylvania. Kiponi Vagnina Holani, Tonga. Celeste Amaya Hilario, Lompoc, California. Jordi Hernandez Garcia, Modesto, California. Omar Hantas, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Alec Griffin, Valencia, California. Co-presenting with his mother, Dr. Carolyn Griffin, Valencia, California. Nayeli Garcia, Moses Lake, Washington. Joshua Gallardo, Tri-Cities, Washington. Coach Daniel R. Coates III, Rialto, California. Zamir Carballo, Anaheim, California. Austin Ong Dian Brown, Taipei, Taiwan. Christopher Rubalcaba, Sunnyvale, California. Deanna Ruiz, Pittsburgh, California. Bianca Rodriguez, Antioch, California. Sahil Bhakta, Sacramento, California. Co-presenting with his father, Dr. Jignesh Bhakta, and his sister, Dr. Shivani Bhakta, Sacramento, California. Nathaniel Bradley, Simi Valley, California. Kane Jones, Tacoma, Washington. Kerrigan Renee Ketzenberger with her daughter Aurora, York, Pennsylvania. Hassam Habib Khan, Pakistan. Joshua Singh, Simi Valley, California. Chriselle Levitt, North Las Vegas, California. Which one? Bianca Beatriz Brocamante Lemus, Laguna Hills, California, and Pedro Alvarado, Guatemala. Noor Mohammed, first-generation American, proud Palestinian. Blake Levi Martin, Folsom, California. Kathleen Rose McCann, Flemington, New Jersey. Co-presenting with her husband, Dr. Finley Parsons, Oakland, California. Gabriel Zan Shahan McCoy, Yuba City, California. Gregory Segarra, Alameda, California. Tina Kim Mai, San Jose, California. Mercedes Alexandra Escalante Orozco, Vallejo, California. Ariana Camille Meliza Prestosa, South San Francisco, California.
Will the graduates please stand? By and with the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents and the State of California, I hereby confer the degree of Doctor of Chiropractic upon these 89 worthy candidates. I'd like now all the Doctors of Chiropractic in the audience to stand and join the graduates and me in repeating the chiropractic oath. It can be found in the center of your program. Okay? So repeat after me. In accordance with the law of nature, that law which God has prescribed for all humankind, and in consequence of my dedication to serving humanity, by the application of that law, I promise and swear to keep to the best of my ability and judgment the following oath. I, state your name, will observe and practice every acknowledged rule of professional conduct in relation to my profession, my patients, my colleague, and myself. I will keep an open mind regarding the progress of my profession, provided that this progression shall be confined within the boundaries of the chiropractic science, philosophy, and art. I will serve my patients to the best of my ability, violating neither confidence nor dignity. And in my association with patients, I shall not violate which is moral and right. I shall regard and refer to my fellow chiropractor with honor, with giving credit where credit is due. I shall improve my knowledge and skill, firm in my resolution to justify the responsibility which the degree Doctor of Chiropractic symbolizes and imposes. To all this I pledge myself, knowing these ideals are prescribed by the dictates of reason alone. Graduates, the turning of the tassels is an academic tradition that dates back to the 12th century when caps and gowns first marked scholarly achievement in Europe's earliest universities. Today, that tradition continues. And for you, this moment is more than a ceremony, it's a transformation, marking your transition from chiropractic student to chiropractic doctor. You're stepping into a profession that has grown into a global movement, one committed to improving the health and well-being of humanity. When you turn your tassels, you join a lineage that began in 1895 with the first chiropractic adjustment. From that single act of innate expression, a healing profession was born. With clarity, purpose, and heart, welcome to the profession. You may now turn your tassels from right to left. Okay. I love you guys. Let's all celebrate our new Doctors of Chiropractic from the Fall 25 class and Winter 26 class. Congratulations, doctors. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 88th commencement exercise of Life Chiropractic College West. On behalf of our faculty, staff, administration, thank you for joining us and celebrating the achievements of these remarkable graduates. Today marks not the end of their academic journey, but the beginning of the impact they will make into the communities around the world. We ask that all guests remain seated during till the graduates have exited the auditorium. Graduates, congratulations again. We are so proud of you.